to taste a wine? Well, wine tasting isn't just about sipping. It's an art that engages all your senses, from the vibrant colors in your glass to the complex aromas that walk up to your nose. Each step reveals something new about the wine. In this session, we'll explore the Battle of Wine, the Kirk, Battle Gang, Wine Improved with Age, Wine 3 Phases, and lastly, the 5 essential steps of tasting wine. By the end, you feel more confident in your tasting abilities and perhaps discover a few new favorites along the way. So grab your glasses and let's dive in.
Let me explain the battle in the bartending. Behind the bar, a battle becomes an extension of the bartender, symbolizing the craft and the potential for a great experience. Handling a bottle, whether whiskey for an old-fashioned or gin for a martini, comes from muscle memory, developed through practice. Pouring with precision, even without measuring, becomes instinctual. In a rush, the bartender's skill with the bottle is like a performance, especially for flair bartenders who toss and spin bottles with precision. Ultimately, the bottle represents the bartender's creativity and connection with the customer.
The bottle gunk, bottle sediment, is a normal part of aging. Sediment is normal. It's like a natural aging process for some wines, especially reds. Pigments, minerals, tartrate acid crystals, wine diamonds. Sediment is made of harmless stuff like grape color, minerals, and tiny crystals called wine diamonds. Sediments more common in reds. Reds are more prone. Red wines have more color and stuff that makes them age, so they have more sediment. Decant to remove sediment. Decant to remove, pour the wine carefully into a decanter, leaving the sediment behind in the bottle. It's like giving the wine a clean slate before you drink it.
So this is the wine cork. The wine cork should breathe slowly. And the mold on the wine cork is normal when the wine is very old. And to check, you need to check the cork if there is a leakage.
The 5 basic steps in tasting wine begin with the letter S. First, to see. Observe the wine colors and clarity in the glass. This can provide insight into the grape's variety and ages. Second, swirl. Gently swirl the wine to aerate it, allowing the aromas to develop and intensity. Third, smell. Inhale the aromas deeply. Identify different scents such as fruits, floral, herbal, or earthy notes, which enhance your tasting experience. Fourth, sip. Take a small sip and let it coat your palate. Pay attention to the flavors, acidity, tannins, and body of the wine. And lastly, the savor. Reflect on the finish and overall impression. Consider how the flavors linger and how well the wine components work together.
Visual, color density, clarity. View with a white background, indication of relative strength of the flavor, indication of development, maturity, age, aging sensation, black purple, ruby red brick, gold or brown in white wine means oxidation.
Nice legs. Legs the screw stingy, drips in your wine glass. Glycerin in the wine. Makes the wine thicker, sticks to your tongue longer. Longer lasting flavor. More time for taste buds and brain to decide of flavors. Often an indication of a good wine. So the wine So the wine legs are streaks of liquid that cling to the glass after swirling. Due to its viscosity, the thicker the wine, the longer the legs linger, allowing the taste buds more time to experience flavors. All true legs are often associated with high quality wines. They're not a definitive indicator. The nose. Smell the roses and the violets. The wine's bouquet. Fruits, flower, minerals, spice, acids, sweetness, oxidation, savory scents. Scents creates the flavor your tongue tastes. Swirl the glass to vaporize its bouquet. So, the nose is the first sense in the wine tasting, analyzing the aromas or bouquet, which include fruits, flowers, minerals, spice, sweetness, oxidation, and the savory notes. These scents shape the taste on the tongue, making the experience crucial.
Tasting wine. C. Color and texture. Swirl to aerate. Sniff for smell. Sip for taste. Savor, including aftertaste.
The wine bottle sizes add character to different occasions. A standard 750 ml bottle is great for every moment, while larger bottles like the Magnum 1.5 liters or Jeroboam 3 liters elevate special events. As the bottles grow up to Metosela 6 liters or Nebuchadnezzar 15 liters, they become the centerpiece of grand celebrations, turning wine sharing into a memorable experience. Each size, from intimate to massive, enhances the mood and creates a sense of occasion.
Wine improves with age. Beneficial storage method for wine prevents oxidation and need longer aging than whites. Red wines, with their high tannins and complex flavor, typically benefit from longer aging due to their superior aging potential. Winemaker blends for aging. Winemakers can create aging-specific blends by blending different grapes or wine. Develop complex layers of flavors. Aging wine enhances complex flavors as compounds interact with typical aging range to 1 to 30 years, with requiring only a few years to reach a peak neck color. This suggests that the color of the wine's neck can be an indicator of its age. Older wines may have a darker or more faded neck color due to the effect of aging. A wine's 3 phases. Development. This phase occurs when the wine is first bottled and released to the market. During the development phase, the wine is still relatively fresh and youthful, with primary fruit flavor and vibrant acidity. It may need some time to open up and fully express its potential. Refinement. As the wine ages, it enters the refinement phase. This is when secondary and tertiary aromas and flavors begin to merge, such as earthy, floral, and spice notes, complex and nuanced, with a smoother texture and more integrated tannins. It is during this phase that many wines are considered to be at their peak drinking age. Over the hill. Eventually, all wines will reach a point where they are past their prime and starting to decline. This is overhill. The wine may have lost its fruitiness, acidity, and balance, flat, oxidized, or just not as enjoyable as it once was. It is important to drink wines before they reach this stage, but some wines with exceptional aging potential may still be enjoyable past their peak.
How can you predict if a wine will be good? First, the price. A more expensive wine might be better because it was made with better ingredients and more care. 2. The reputation of maker or winemaker. If the winemaker is famous, their wines are usually good. And 3. A heavy thick bottle might mean the wine is better quality. And 4. Length of cork. A longer cork means the wine is sealed better and might last longer. And fifth, small bubbles. The tiny bubbles in the wines mean it's been aged properly. And bottom of the bottle. A deep dent at the bottom means the bottle is strong and well made. Label. A simple label might mean the wine is so good it doesn't need a fancy label. But the best way to know if a wine is good is to try it. Don't be afraid to try different wines and see what you like. You might be surprised.
This. Airing a wine. A wine getting oxygen breaks down the tannins, especially, mainly for red wines, but even white wines, it doesn't hurt. You want to swirl the wine as much as possible. The more oxygen getting in, the more it's going to open up, the less of that bitterness, the tannins that so many people are scared of. I even recommend that if you're drinking wine, that you pour it in your glass at 9 in the morning and come back at night at like 4 or 5 and taste it. That much air is good. Anything you can give it, or when you first get home, if you want to keep a 1 or 2 hour window. Next, the sniffy sniff. Most people are not smelling their wines enough, so you really want to get in there. It's such a big miss in the whole process. People are just not patient and go right to drinking it. The more you smell, the more you're gonna get the nuances, the more the flavors even start coming into the tongue. Then, you put it in the mouth, and you wanna get into as much of your mouth as possible. Almost like mouthwash, but not getting that crazy. Then blowing in air, and you wanna practice this in a shower. Because air, there's no problem. You get the, and you go, you wanna do like almost that bird sound. I was trying to figure out how I spit. How I spit is, I put my lips in like a shooting, I tighten them up to the best of my ability. Like this. And then force it, like a, so by doing that, you're able to really get it focused and out, and not all over yourself. But that's why I have the wristband, in case I do. Little cleanup action.